back in 1979, the year my wife was born. It started as a comic book, and the main character was Kinnikuman, Japanese wrestling kind of character. Anyway, it started off as a funny comic book, and then eventually it became so popular that it turned into a more serious storyline, where they eventually made anime cartoons. But the problem was it never made its way to North America because it was bloody, a lot of bathroom humor, so that remained in Japan. But in 1985, when I was around 7 years old, the toy line came onto the scene in Canada by a company called Mattel. And these are the toys here from when I was a little boy. The original Japanese toy had 417 characters, but the ones that made it to North America had only 233 characters. And as you can see, I did not have all of them. And some of them probably got lost along the way. I mean, it was quite a few years ago, but this is what remains. So when I was in about grade 1 or grade 2, we would bring these to school, and what was cool about them is they're small, so you could carry them in. They came in a little container, which was kind of cool. We would trade them with each other. Our friends and I would trade them, and they made this little wrestling rink that you would put each character in the wrestling rink, and whoever won the game got to keep that character. And that was something that we did every day. These toys brought so much love and imagination to my life and brought me and my friends closer together. Nowadays, maybe it's Pokemon cards or different ways of trading. Kids still continue to trade. So this is the original main character, I believe, called Kinnikuman. And you can see he came in like different prototypes, and I don't know exactly which one is the original one, but he's a wrestler. He's pretty cool looking. So I think as a kid, I knew that this was the main guy, and you obviously always wanted him to win when you were having the wrestling game. Now, as far as I know, this is the original bad guy. And you can see he's very dirty, because I used to, I think, play with him like in the playground. And he's kind of like a Viking, barbarian kind of character. I wouldn't want to mess with this guy, unless you're Kinnikuman. Look at this guy here, he's got 6 arms. Very, very elaborate toys. And this guy kind of looks like Kinnikuman, but wrapped like a mummy. Medieval, Viking, just crazy guys. This guy's got a sword and the horns. I mean, these are people you would not want to fight with. I distinctly remember this one because he's the only one I think that's human, or that looks the most human. Kind of like Ryu or something from Street Fighter 2, but I remember liking him because I felt like he was the human that was fighting amongst the monsters. It seemed like they were really going with like medieval, alien, barbaric. I mean, the themes were very interesting. I mean, this one is kind of like, I don't know, is it a snake or crocodile head or like cobra with like, man, look at him. Like, I mean, you can just see all the detail on them. This guy's like a tire guy. This makes the Michelin Man look pretty weak, doesn't he? He's like a robot tire guy. This guy's kind of like a Harley Davidson motorcycle driving WrestleMania kind of character. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. This one is a man of many faces. You never really know which one of them is looking at you. So there were several different generations of these toys over the 2 years that they made them, and they made color ones, a purple one, a blue one. They're all different color ones. I mean, these are incredible how detailed they are. Frankenstein's monster. This guy's like a top that you can spin, but he's got a head. A screw top. Screw top wrestler. Look at this guy, he's got wings. And this guy's kind of like alien robot from some sort of like crystal robot world. Me, 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 me. When I was at school during recess, sometimes we'd play on the playground every day, at least 10 minutes out of our playtime, we would be playing with these toys, and this really was a big part of my childhood. And it's crazy because the toy line came out in 1985 and it ended in 1987, and I honestly think this is one of the coolest little toy lines, and they've had little micro toys since then, but nothing compares to M.U.S.C.L.E. They're originally called M.U.S.C.L.E, and M.U.S.C.L.E Man is the main character, but the toy is called M.U.S.C.L.E. So please leave a comment below and let me know if you remember this toy. It was made in Japan, so I'm imagining it must have been in Taiwan at some point. Does anyone have this toy? Did anyone collect this toy? You can actually order this online now, copies from the original toy that you can get as a collector's item. But let me know if you have any memories of this. My kids love these toys, and sometimes my older son and my younger son get together and they play with them, and it just brings back a warm feeling.